It's Saturday, January 27th at about 10:05 a.m. and we're heading over to Wolfe Island for our midwinter bird watching outing. We usually come over here a couple or three times every winter. We haven't been over here lately at all, so this is the first time in a while. And hopefully we'll see some of the winter raptors like short-eared owls and rough-legged hawks. I'm not sure any snowy owls have been recorded over here yet this year, but we'll see if we see any. And there's a few other things we look for too: Lapland longspurs, snow buntings, various ducks and geese. So hopefully we'll have a good day. The scheduled high is supposed to be 3 or so degrees centigrade and just cloudy with light winds, so the weather should be good. Well, it's 11:30 and we're cruising around the island in the car mainly still, and we've had some pretty good results. We went along the North Shore road along the coast, and a lot of the water is still open just offshore, so there are quite a few ducks in there. We also had 3 bald eagles, piles of mute swans, quite a range of ducks. We've been driving the back roads now for the last half hour or so, up third line and base line, and now we're going up second line. We've had rough-legged hawk, red-tailed hawk, kestrel, a bunch of snow buntings, probably 150 or so snow buntings. Back in the town of Marysville, we had red-bellied woodpecker calling at the feeder, I guess, so that was kind of nice. There's a lot of meltwater out here on the island. There's been a lot of rain lately, so it almost looks like spring melt out here. We've seen small rivers running and obviously big fields flooded like this. It really gives you more of a sense of spring than midwinter. It's 12:30 and we've just come to Big Sandy Bay to walk around a bit. We're going to walk down the trail towards the beach. I'm not sure we're going to go all the way to the beach, but just walk along here through the marshes and forests, see if we can pick up any new bird species. Well, so far the trail down to Big Sandy Bay is pretty quiet. We've got a couple birds along here. We had a swamp sparrow back at the marsh section, and we just heard a hairy woodpecker in the woods here. But not much else yet. We'll go a little further, or maybe get to the beach and look around and then head back. Still a very nice day out, probably 2 or 3 degrees, cloudy and calm. Very pleasant day for birding. Nice to get out here again. Just coming out to the beach here. Oh, and there are some swans. I think there's some trumpeter swans out here. We heard them calling. Possibly tundra swans, but the call I heard sounded like trumpeter. You can see how little snow there is out here on the beach. Even inland on the island, there's only maybe 5 to 10 centimeters of snow compared to our place that has like probably 30, 40 centimeters. So it's quite a change from just a 30 or 40 kilometer change in latitude. So the swans that we first heard out here were tundra swans. There's a group of them, probably 15 to 20 out here, out on the lake, and then they've flown up along the coast here and are feeding along the shore up there. But quite a little group of them, very nice to hear and see out here. .136, and we're just making our way up from Big Sandy Bay, up the trail through the woods towards the parking lot. Then we're going to head off to the east again along Reeds Bay Road, maybe head into town and get a bite to eat, and then keep cruising the local roads. Hopefully see some short-eared owls as dusk approaches, and maybe some snowy owls, although we haven't seen any yet. I'm not sure there's any out here this year. I haven't heard any reports of them, but that doesn't mean that somebody may not have seen one. So we'll see what we see. Well, good evening, everybody. It's about 5:40 and we're on the ferry heading back to Kingston. Finally finished our day here out at Wolfe Island. At the end of the day, it was a bit of a toss-up whether we were going to find our main target species, the short-eared owl. It was about 4 o'clock till 4:15 or so, and it was getting tight. We were going to catch the 4:30 ferry back. And then at the last minute, we managed to see a short-eared owl sitting in a tree, so we took some photos of that. And I'll show them here in the video. And then we got more videos, or we got more pictures of short-eared owls right after that. We saw probably a total of 6 or 7, hard to count because they're always moving around, but saw a total of 6 or 7, we figure, in one relatively small area. So these photos are representative of those individuals, and we did a bit more driving around after that because by then we knew we were going to catch the 5:30 ferry, so we had a bit of time to kill. So we drove around a little bit more and took some more photos of a rough-legged hawk down another road, and then headed back to the ferry. All in all, a good afternoon, good day out here on Wolfe Island, and unfortunately no snowy owls. I don't think any have been documented out here this year even. But still lots of species. I think we ended up with 37 species. And I may or may not include the list here. But anyhow, a nice day out on Wolfe Island.